That's a lot of stuff. What? Do I actually have to read all of this? Okay, well, let's try the first one and see what happens. Hello, new system. August 4th. August 6th. Testing photo upload. It works. August 13th. Should probably write here more often. August 17th. Read about every book in Swedish folklore there is. Surprised how little has been written about year walking. Need more sources of information. Okay. August 19th. Talked to ES. He suggested some field work. Might be good, but I feel that I might be 30 years too late. August 25th. I've been talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited, to say the least. Barely anyone who knew of them knew what it was. If they did, they had heard stories as children but forgotten the details. Thinking ES sent me on a wild goose chase. August 27th. Interviews at the retirement home. May I never grow old. The last interview was intriguing if very brief. Talked about one Astrid Jensen. She was over 100 years old, clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but she did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He had died many years before she was born. Might have to look into it. Her maiden name was Svensson, which leaves me with a lot of possibilities. She was born in Vedtrop, and I can only hope that her grandfather was as well. August 29th. More interviews, nothing worth mentioning. Professor Asp called today. He hinted that the faculty wanted to take part in my research. September 2nd. Some scribbles. Oh hey, there's a Svensson. Daniel. Followed up my visit to the retirement home. In the early 20th century, there were 6 households in Vedtrop with the surname Svensson according to the church book. Astrid was born in 1913. Her grandfather was named Carl Fredrik. He had 2 brothers. One died in 1942. The other brother, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Since Astrid said that her great-uncle died before she was born, Daniel was the one that supposedly year-walked. A miller apprentice, going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. Oh my god, is Daniel the guy that I'm controlling? September 4th. Looked for reference of Daniel Svensson in old newspapers. I'm grasping at straws. September 5th. Another day at the library. Nothing of interest. September 6th. Bored. I'm about to give up. September 9th. Excited! This guy is quite the writing style. The newspapers finally mention a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young girl in Vedtrop. What? Really? Did he kill her? Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Yep, that's gotta be her. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. That sounds right. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hope I can find any reference to his supposed year walk. September 11th. Bunch of Swedish that I can't read. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently Stina was going to marry a Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there is a great tragedy behind all this. That's so sad. I'm playing as a killer. A future killer, but a killer. September 13th. The press seemed to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing. Maybe ES can tell me something. September 15th. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtrop during the 60s, when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar runestone that seemed to predate the Viking age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out. September 18th. Went to the library again, in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed I had. I found another article. Feeling upset and a little bit sad. Borrowed the article just in case. Well, can you translate it maybe for me? September 20th. Perhaps there is more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedrup. September 26th. Arrive in Vedrup. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's a rather depressing place. To be fair, the weather would not do any place justice. The hotel is empty beside me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. What are they doing there? Must ask chef for veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have a feeling that I will find something major. Hello, cat. Can I ask you not to do this? Please just go sit over there. September 27th. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need. Tomorrow, reading and lots of it. September 28th. I knew it. The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve, year 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden among these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the file from the archive. They gave me little choice since they were closed during the weekend. Oh my god, this cat is driving me crazy. Please just leave and stay away. Goodbye. Go faster. Alright. Next one. September 29th. Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down, and occasionally just refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certain elements that are new to me. Must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin Slossorten is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask around about it. Hope it still exists. September 30th. Oh, hey, it's the thing! It's the thing! Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. Asked for the directions from every local. Most people have never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. From then, it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house till the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned. Oh my god, it's the brook with the brook horse. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay a visit. He did not think there could be anyone that would mind. That looks like it. The cabin is situated deep in the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought. Could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it must have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be in more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey, and lots of it. Oh man. October 1st. Went to Vedrup Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaph read, "In memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand." Wow, that's kind of scary. Depressing. Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest there probably never was. The gravestones E.S. told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. October 2nd. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the country archive. Had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photo of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was another murder case in Vedtrup in the early 1890s. A Lisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. Oh, I wonder if those are the 4 that he rescues. Well, rescues, I mean releases their souls. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous! I think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church. October 3rd. Strange day. The runestone E.S. talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone for a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. This stone is old. Might predate Christianity, but I fail to see how it is connected to year walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable, but there is something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. I can tell you that they are. October 4th. Found the box when I unpacked. Had almost forgotten about it. It seems to have some lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel on the symbols suggests that it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Maybe ES knows something about it. Ooh, will we be able to open the box? October 5th. Decided not to tell ES about the box. He might not appreciate it that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. October 7th. What is that drawing? Busy week, classes and meetings. This faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back from Vedtrup. Odd dreams, 7th of October. Let's party, Theo! Why are they in their undies? Call Asp, call Eb, or Ebby, I don't know how that's pronounced. Prepare lecture in Swedish. And they're in their undies. That's kind of bizarre. Okay. Right. October 8th. I dreamt that I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly the sky lit up, and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. That one? What does that mean? Okay, well, that's a triangle. I mean, wait, was there another shape on this page? Not really. Because there is a triangle on that lockbox. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and have been feeling rather queasy ever since. I do not blame you. October 10th. Read an account of a year walk by a man named Romedal in an old book I came over in a used bookshop. Romedal's story is little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. I can understand why. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. Ooh. Okay. October 12th. Another strange dream. Was doing my homework. Was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil. And when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up in a soaked sweat. That is pretty scary. October 16th, must remember to buy groceries. You do that. October 17th, fiddled with the box. I have no clue to how to open it. Frustrating. October 18th, what jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are. And they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. October 19th. The thought of what is inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but have found nothing that resembles it at all. Well, I hope we get the code. October 20th. Having more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. A lot of things did. October 23rd. Is your walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? Yes, believe so. Not so sure. October 25th. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vettrup. Miss Baumann was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her that I did not mean to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me. Woke up. That's pretty scary. Interesting. I've seen some of those symbols around, specifically this one. Okay. I find myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean, and how is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? Weird things. October 27th. Do not feel like sleeping tonight. Drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. October 28th. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. Oh, that's kind of scary. October 29th. Got an email reminder to deliver the texts for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting. Don't know for what. Have a feeling that something is on its way. October 30th. Received an odd email today. What is that? That's really strange. Got over 1,000 of these during last night. Really? Jeez. The emails seem to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it can mean. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to have come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here. That's really weird. November 2nd. Is it some kind of threat? November 4th. Called the priest. Told him of my plight. He said that Vettrup sometimes had a strange effect on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. I was going to ask him about the box, but decided to hang up when he suggested I should see someone. November 5th. Woke up last night. Heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards. Panicked. Managed to pry up some of the floorboards. The screaming stopped. That's kind of creepy. Okay, got a little flowchart here on a receipt. November 8th. The Watchers. The Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horse, and the Church Grim. There might be others. Cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind. The Watchers. Because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? I have no answer for that. November 11th. Your walk equals system error? What? November 12th. Your walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye, and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. That's also strange. November 13th. The walkers are watching, but who are watching the walkers? November 14th. How can you bend time and space? We've got a little thing, but it's on its side, which is kind of makes it difficult to see. I can't read it. November 15th. Got in a heated argument with ES. He is surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he is an old man. He might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it is impossible to gaze into the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they are playing according to our rules. November 16th. The Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and this chair exist. November 19th. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, yet it's right there in my notebook. Oh, okay. Hold on. That's another symbol that we've got. Okay, so we've got triangle, and then this weird square. Let's keep going. What is that? Right. I guess it's Grim, because it has the horns. Universe times space. His eye is the universe. Okay, November 21st. First, Watchers or antibodies? November 22nd. Daniel broke the rules, and he was punished. November 23rd. Held another lecture, the last one for a long while it seems. It's been decided that I need a break, but it matters not. Have more important things to do. November 24th. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, it's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the box remains shut. There must be more coming. What do those numbers mean? Are they days of the month when he got symbols? Maybe. Okay, wait, then I only had 2 written down. Let me write those really quick. 8/10, which is October 10th, 30/10, and what is that, 19/11? Okay. Go. November 25th. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord. November 26th. Bought whiskey. Bought a food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. November 28th. Wish I had not cut the cord to my phone. Need to hear human voice. Don't dare to go out. November 29th. Aha! There's another triangle. The first one was pointed down. This one is pointed up. At first I didn't notice. One of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. That is horrifically creepy. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here, or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? November 30th. Boarded up the balcony and all the windows. Nothing can come in now, I hope. December 1st. Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old, but sharp? I don't really know what to do with the knife. Wait, what? December 2nd. I realized that the knife is his. We are connected. Oh my gosh, it's Daniel's knife. December 3rd. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Does the universe or God or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? December 4th. I can hear the heart of the universe beating. December 5th. What is happening? Feel like a worm under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. December 6th. She sings and I shall follow. She is trying to fool me. That I know, but I must get closer to her, because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. December 7th. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. This guy's going crazy. Okay, December 8th. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the feature set or can it be altered? December 9th. Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There is a bond between us. Oh, this is so cool. The future is reaching back to change the past. Oh, this is so awesome. Okay, what are those on there? Okay, December 10th. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there is one more coming. December 11th. So tired, can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. December 12th. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. December 13th. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? December 14th. Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven, just in case. December 15th. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility that there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? December 16th. The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care if I can rise above it all? Okay, 2 rules universal. Time, space, YW. Oh, year walk. If broken, above it all, something scratched out, and doom how? Thanks, that's really helpful. That makes tons of sense. December 17th. Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything. Don't care anymore. December 18th. Aha! There's another symbol. Okay, this one is the half circle. Point with the circle part on the below. Okay, it's finally here. The last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Tested them in all different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. December 20th. Of course, so simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the grim. Yeah, well, I could have guessed that. In the order they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? December 21st. First, I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box was empty, it must be filled? Wait, what? Oh, he's going to put things in the box. Okay. December 22nd. I still do not understand who sent the symbols. If it was not the boy, then it must have been the watchers. But why? Are they toying with us, helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him in the very thought of year-walking. But I think the girl can be saved. December 23rd. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. December 24th. If my mind is set on this, does it mean that I am doomed too? December 25th. The rift is open. It wants me to go through. December 26th. Packed my things. I wonder if I will ever come back. December 27th. Just a picture. December 28th. Another picture. Okay, so this one looks like the church. This is the mill. December 30th. That's his house. December 31st. Sol Sorten. It's cold here. I wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. January 1st. It's midnight. And that's the last entry. Okay, let me see which shape I'm missing. So he's got, which one was this? That one's the upside down triangle. Okay, I got that one. And then we need the 30th. That one. Oh, I see it now. That's clever. So that's the semicircle that is facing to the side. Okay, let's go open that box. Let's go open the box and see what's inside. Even though I think he left him a knife and really creepy stuff like that. Wait, not this way. I go this way, this way. I think this way, right? Wait, no. No, it's this way, the log pile. Okay. Box. Let's do this. I don't know, does it matter which direction I drag this? Let's see. Okay, so the first one is this. Okay, and then this. And then square. Straight this way. Square. And this one. And finally, this guy. It opened. Woo! It's scary. What's in there? Okay, the article. Vedtrup murder executed. Kristianstad, January 21st. Yesterday morning, Vedtrup killer Daniel Svensson was executed at Kristianstad prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundback, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon among schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This was his fourth execution. Last year he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged for the murder of 4 infants in Vedtrup, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been improved greatly since. So she was the ghost. Lisa is the ghost that kept popping up whenever I was taking those kids. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking hand so common among the criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young man. He sobbed loudly once he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest Granaf, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself, then none of this would have happened." That's really sad. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born. Yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time, the impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I am sorry, but for her there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. Oh no. Oh, poor guy. It says sad. Oh, that's awful. Oh, now I feel bad. Somehow I feel even worse than the first ending now. And this music is not helping. Oh. Oh, well, that sucks. Poor guy can't win. Stupid watchers. They always win. Well, at least we kind of beat them. Kind of. The end. That's sad. I don't like it. How terrible. Alright, well. Walk again. Would you like to encounter the Watchers again and continue to perpetuate this guy's misery? I think not. I'm gonna end here. Yeah, so I guess that's your walk in all of its glory. Wow, I actually have a tear in my eye. That's really sad. Okay, so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and, goodbye, everyone.